You are listening to The Underground Subway with host David Alston, a podcast dedicated to giving you the strategies to live a free and better life. Here is David Alston.
Hi, I'm David Alston, and welcome to the Underground Subway. Thank you for joining us for this podcast in which we take time for you, time for myself, and time for others to do and to say what we need to say to discuss the strategies needed for a better life. This podcast is dedicated to making life better for all of us. In times like this, we need to push forward to become better. This particular podcast, I don't have a guest. I wanted to talk to you myself about what we need to do. And I wanted to ask a question that I'm sure we've all heard so many times. If we've watched any television program, there is a commercial that comes on in which it's about a credit card company. They talk about the value of the credit card. They talk about the value of using their particular credit card. And at the end of the commercial, the person that is doing the ad asks a question. They always say, "What's in your wallet?" And that's what I want to dedicate this particular podcast to ask you, my friends, what is in your wallet? In other words, I don't want to know what is physically in your wallet, in your pocket, or your purse, but what is it that you have that you bring to the table that no one else can offer humanity? All of us have a gift inside of us. All of us have something inside of us that enables us to help others. The question is not only what do you have in your wallet, but what are you doing with what you have in your wallet? I was talking to a young lady yesterday who is in her fourth year of med school. And I've often seen her and spoke, but this particular time I decided to encourage her and tell her that I was proud of her because she, as a young female, had dedicated her life, had made the commitment and the sacrifice, and now she was at the end of the road. And that I was proud of her journey, although I didn't know her personally, but I was proud of the fact that she could say that I survived all of the schooling, all of the tests. I survived all of the heartaches and all of the rigorous training that I had to go through. And I can see the end of the tunnel. The young lady stopped, and here is a fourth year med student who was in meetings all day with doctors that are in residence and fellows and physicians. And she stood there almost in tears. And she said to me, "You will never know how much those words meant to me. You will never know how I felt like giving up. But to have someone to believe in me, I really needed that." Someone else standing there turned to me and said, "You know what? That sent chills down my spine because you have something inside of you that can encourage others so much." That's what I want to deal with. The fact that not just myself, but you have something inside of you. You have something that you've been given, some talent, some ability, some skill. There's something in you that you bring to the table that no one else can do it like you can do it. But have you been keeping your ability? Have you been keeping your skill? Have you been keeping that one thing in your wallet? I don't care how much of a credit line you have on your credit card account. It is doing you no good if it's in your wallet. You have to eventually pull the wallet out and apply it, whether it's to a machine or whether you have it on your watch or your phone. It has to be applied. And something, some ability, some talent, some gift that you bring to the table that no one else brings to the table. No one could do it quite like you. It is doing mankind no good if it's just simply being in your wallet. I want to challenge you to reach in your life, reach in your wallet, and pull out that one thing that only you can offer to the world. One of the problems is that when we begin to realize what we can offer, We will often, because of the size of humanity, yes, let's be realistic. I may have an ability to encourage others, I may have an ability to push others forward. However, although I am able through modern technology to have my voice reach around the world, as this podcast, as you've heard, I've interviewed people from right here in my state. I've interviewed people from Canada. Our podcast, we recently interviewed someone from St. Louis. We recently interviewed someone from California, and an interview with someone from Australia. Yes, we interviewed someone from Australia and have another Australian interview coming up. So my voice can reach all over the world, but my voice will never reach every living being in this world. That is unrealistic to think that I can and will speak to everyone. So, although I may have a certain gift or ability, my gift or my ability cannot reach everyone. But where I can't reach, your voice can reach. You can reach someone else. And so that if you can reach someone, although I interviewed someone on this podcast from Australia, you may interview someone from Yugoslavia, you may interview someone from Cancun, Mexico, while you're vacationing on the beach, whatever it is, you have a gift that no one else has. The problem is that in life, when we realize that we have a gift, we also have to understand that other people have a similar ability so that we can reach the world, so we can affect the world. So if others have an ability, if others have a gift, like I may have, or like you may have, the problem is when I see someone with a similar gift, oftentimes we get intimidated. Oftentimes we feel like, I can't do it like they can do it. Or I don't have as many quote unquote followers or a following like they have. I don't have the fan or the support, the fans or the support that they have. And when we get intimidated by others, we tend to crawl into a hole and we diminish our gift. We diminish our ability. My friends, you can't do that. I don't care what gift or what ability someone else has. Your ability is your ability, and you will reach and affect others. There are great, there are wonderful, there are powerful men and women in this world that have an ability to speak, an ability to push people. There are many that have ability to motivate others to the point where they run through a brick wall. There's some, I've heard some great speakers in my life, some great motivational speakers, Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar and Les Brown. Listen, all of those men and all of the women that are great motivational speakers that have the ability to make people jump and leap and drive toward their destiny. Guess what, my friends? I'm the one that reached that young potential doctor because I pulled something out of my wallet. What are you going to pull out of your wallet to help others? What are you going to pull out of your wallet to push your family forward, to push your children forward? Stop laying back on the sideline. It's time for you to get in the game. It is time for you to use what you have. Find out what your ability is. And your ability may not be to speak. Your ability may not be to motivate others. Your ability may be to cook. Your ability may be to clean for someone who doesn't have the ability to clean. I remember my brother told me one time that he worked on an old air conditioning unit system. He refurbished that system, and instead of selling it, he gave it to a senior citizen who was hot during the summer and allowed her to have a cool summer. That is a gift. That is an ability that only he had for that particular senior citizen. What do you have in your wallet? It is time out for us to sit on the sideline and complain and to cry. What was done was done. But now you've got to say, why am I here? It is about your purpose. It is about your preparation. It is about your passion. You have a purpose. In other words, you were created for something. There is something that every one of us brings to the table that no one else brings to the table. And once you define that, once you find out what that gift is, work on that gift, study and hone in on your skill, perfect your skill. That is the preparation. And then you will understand whether or not this is my purpose based on how much of a passion you have for it. I have a passion to talk. I have a passion to see people that are down and to tell them you can get up. That is my passion. I love to push people forward, because if I push you forward, as I push you forward, I'm moving forward myself. What's in your wallet? What is it that you do that no one else can do better than you? Find out and go for it. I want you to do me a favor. As you go to bed tonight, look in the mirror, stare right into your eyes, and ask yourself a question. Today, did I do something to work toward my purpose in life? Did I do something to pull that thing out of my wallet? Or did I waste another day? You don't have time to waste. This is a special Underground Subway. I'm David Austin. We'll see you next time right here.